Back at you. Today, I'm going to show you how to remove and install GDI fuel injector Teflon seals, okay? So, and I'll show you what tools to use. So, this GM fuel injector is a Bosch, and it has 2 Teflon seals, okay? I've already took off the first one, but if you use just a basic razor blade, just be careful and just slice it. Get in here, just not try to cut you. But you can slice and cut it, and it comes right off, okay? Just wipe it off, make sure there's no burrs and it's not catching your finger. If it's nice and smooth, then you're good. No issues there. All right, so each fuel injector type has its own sizer, okay? Just make sure you know what sizer you need to use. A good rule of thumb is if you have an old injector, give it a sizer. It should go on with some resistance, probably not a lot. As long as it has a little resistance, you know it's the correct size, okay? This one I know it's the correct size because it's the factory tool. So, but sometimes you have multiple sizer tools, you can, and they're used for different applications. You can just check it. As long as it's got a nice, smooth, firm going on to the injector, you know it's the right one. If it just falls on and off, it's not right. It's not going to work, okay? So, installing, we have a sizer. This is called a pusher, and you have these tips here to help guide on to seal. This long one, it covers up the first section of that injector so you can get the back seal in. You can use this little tool, which I show you how it works. It pushes it on. I rather use my finger personally, but just before you get there, it likes to jump. So that's what happens. That's why I kind of don't like using that tool. You just push it back into the spot. Don't worry about it if it gets too large size-wise. It's Teflon. You can size it to whatever size you like in just a second. So we'll cover up. Now I'm going to do the first one, and this is the way I normally do it, is just use my fingernails and slowly push it in place. It's a little more controlled that way. All right, so I like to, once they're on there, I will come and grab them, kind of cover them up and squeeze them, you know, for 5-10 seconds or whatever, kind of help size them. I do that so when I install that tool, the sizer tool, it doesn't cut them. It helps size them to the actual size they're going to be. So there's 2 sizes tool. There's a side, it's kind of like it starts larger, the hole, and then it gets smaller. That's the size you want to use. It says it gradually gets tighter. When you go on, don't just shove it on there. It's a push and twist. You push and twist slowly. You'll see it. You'll feel it slowly going in. Take your time, and then when it's on there, I mean, 1 to 2 minutes is plenty of time to size those fuel injectors seals for you. It's Teflon. Do not apply any oil to the seals or to the cylinder where they go into. So these GDI injectors go directly into the port going into the cylinder itself. So they're under extreme pressure. It's different than just fuel injectors that go into port of the intake. So, but yeah, that's all you need to do on these. Just make sure you have the tools. Don't add any oil to it. And when you reinstall these, when you put it in, don't just slam them down. You tighten either the center and work out crisscross pattern, a quarter inch step at a time to slowly seats them, and then you torque them. If you just seat down one and seat the other, it's gonna go in there sideways. It's gonna rip that seal. You're just gonna blow out. Hopefully that helps. Until the next one. See ya.